You already know what time it is. Here in the United Sim Football Association, only one league can do it like us, and it is us. And we got ourselves a great matchup here. St. Louis at Anchorage. Should be a fun ride tonight. I did not come alone in this one. I got the homie Mikey Jackson, aka Mr. Mike Jack himself. Show some love to your people. How you feeling tonight, my friend?
Yeah, Mike. What's up, bro? I'm feeling excellent. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling top of the world, dog.
I feel it, man. I feel it. I'm happy to have you on board. It's your first time in the booth. Don't get nervous on me, but I know you're good around the mic. I hear you on the beats, so you shouldn't have no problem. You know what I'm saying?
This is definitely one half of the theme song of the USFL. We are Mike Jack and then my boy Kawu in the chat right now. So I'm not no stranger to the mic, no homo, and I'm not no stranger to presenting in front of folks.
Mm-hmm. You love to see it. You're gonna have me on the play-by-play. He's gonna be handling color, all the good stuff. Got everything pretty much all ready to go, but it's two fun teams here. Just like I said before, both of these teams are 2-1 coming into this game. Both of them in opposite conferences, so they both are looking to get some more ground in their own conference. St. Louis, they won the chip last season. They're trying to do it back-to-back, you know what I'm saying? And then we got Anchorage. They're one of our latest expansion teams coming into the fold. They are trying to work their way into the playoffs for the first time. But how are you feeling in regards to these two teams, man?
Well, as you say, both of these teams are 2-1 coming into this game, Stack. So this win could really solidify your position in your conference. You get a dub like this, you can really start taking off when you're 3-1, right? And vice versa, you go 2-2. Now you in a dogfight with the rest of the battle. I did happen to be down on the sideline before we came up here in the booth, Stack, just to ask around, ask for people's suggestions and what they was thinking. And from what I heard, before every game that Rebecca's been in, she's always had a handwritten letter from her Norwegian pen pal that she reads before every game. She thinks that is good luck. She helps it. It helps her calm her nerves. And as of 30 minutes before the game started, they said that she had not gotten her letter yet. I'm not sure if she got it since I got up here, Stacks, but if she hadn't got that letter, man, I don't know how that might affect her game.
Well, hopefully she at least gets it by halftime. I already know Anchorage is going to be coming out strong in this one, led by quarterback Dane Jones. He's in his fourth game in the USFA. He's done a lot of great things in ECFL. He has 2 comeback victories here in his career in the USFA in his first 3 games. So who knows if that's going to be the sights here for them. And on the other side, St. Louis, you already know they're a little close to my heart personally, no bias, but you see number 23 on the screen on the left side. That's my boy Preston Dotson. I make all the stuff. I could put my player on the stuff. Why not?
I mean, listen, it's you the boss, man. You can do that. Now,
before
we move on, though, I did hear about Dane Jones too, Stacks.
Okay.
Now, they say he wear his lucky draws before every game, and he don't take them off after a win. He said he want to keep that winning stank on the draws. Now, I didn't hear if he actually had the draws today because I think somebody might have accidentally watched them. So if him and Rebecca are missing out on their key things that they need to play before this game, we could be in for a dog fight.
Get out of the booth talking about draws, but we're gonna keep it moving here.
It's not me, it's them. He got the lucky draw.
I hear you, man. I love it. Shout out to the homie in the chat, John Smith. He's repping St. Louis. He wants another W. But we're gonna go ahead and get this thing rolling. I don't want you here waiting all night. We started a little late, but it's all good. It's all popping. We'll see you on the other side.
Get your drinks.
We are underway here. Let's get into it. Take a little bit to flick on, but we are here. And Anchorage looks like they're going to send it away to St. Louis to start this one off. Best of luck to St. Louis and Anchorage. We'll see if that pen pal helps out and gets that letter to Montaigne as we see the first pass of the day, right side, and going to be caught. Turning it up and trying to get up the field was Sir Lancelot there, one of the veterans.
Yeah, that was a good pass right there, and I'm feeling good about that spiral and the placement of that ball. Shout outs to Sir Lancelot. He's been a standout receiver since college. I'm a big fan of his.
Great deal here. 2nd and 6 coming up. Into I formation, they're going to try to
right there. Oh, and they're passing out of it.
And they're going to get hit as he throws. And that's going to be no good there. First incompletion of the day for Montaigne. A lot of pressure.
You go into that formation, you're trying to trick the defense into thinking you're rushing. So you know that they're coming fast. You got to get rid of that ball quicker.
We've seen some upsets this week. We'll see another one. I think everyone, or mostly everyone, is leaning St. Louis in this one. But they'll send a man in motion.
Going crazy too, Stack.
Looking for a man. Montaigne going to take off to run, throws it to the right side, decides not to run it. Surprisingly, it's going to be 4th and 6.
Do you think she got that letter from her pen pal?
I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see on the next drive. I'm not one to just say that everything is good on the drive number 1.
I'm with you. Out of both of these teams, St. Louis is the only one that's actually won a championship, so I'm hoping that DNA is still here. That was a long time ago, though, Stack.
Yes, and that one is going to be returned by Jacob Cool Beans down at the 36. Some solid field position there for Anchorage.
You know, I think that people really sleep on the importance of special teams, but they really do make or break a lot of these games.
1st and 10 coming up. You see Dane Jones trying to rally the troops for the first time. Where the draws at? And he's going to take off looking to shed a man. It looked like they tried to go with the option there. It didn't work out too good, but they did get 3.
Stack, you only run like that when you got the draw zone.
Let's see, first Frey in the chat, he said, player shout out. He just said me. He knows what the deal is. Thank you for contributing your 10 channel points there. Look at the deflection there by Preston. I called them in the beginning. I said my player got the juice. 3rd and 7. Going to be passing this to Dan Jones on the screen pass, and look at the snipe. Going to be taken down by who I believe is Tristan Mitchell. Actually, no, that isn't Tristan. That's one of the bot players.
Hey, shout out to the bot.
I think you're cutting out again, boss. It's really low for you, but it's going to be a return here from Preston, taking us to the left side to around the 24-yard line. Parham in the chat, what's going on, big homie? The team owner of the Dallas Dragons. He said, you heard it, he is on the PEDs. That's suspension. Don't be suspending nobody, especially not my player. He didn't do no wrong. Going to be sending this one to the homie first spray. Spin move, push it forward, reaching out, trying to get the first down, and that's a big play there. 2nd and inches coming.
What I tell you about that boy, Sir Lancelot, standout receiver, always been one in college. I'm a big fan.
Oh, he said he's on the juice. Oh, yeah. Not that type of juice. I'm talking about apple juice, cranberry juice, orange juice.
Nah, you was talking about that juice, bro.
Don't talk about what I was talking about. Here's the drop back, though, for Montaigne. A deep one. Throws on the run, and going to be a dot to the right side.
That's a big catch right there.
Nice. Cancel Tavian, the tight end, doing this thing in his 2nd year.
Year 2 tight end right there, buddy. It's always good to see guys come out in their sophomore years and play good.
Definitely worth the sonic ring right there for sure. Dragging the toes too. But it's going to be 1st and 10 coming. They're going to send a motion again. Going to fake it. Another fake. And launches left side and caught. Turning up the field for the first and a little bit more. Nice play there to, I believe, is Body McBotterson. Gonna be another deep drop back, launching its right side and a dot to the homie Kevin Lee down to the 8-yard line. St. Louis is clicking, and that's just Montaigne there for you folks.
Hey, Stack.
Yo,
That's a great pass right there. I think she might have got her letter.
a little bit muffled there, but I still hear you clear enough. Going to be a short drop back and caught for the touchdown. Too easy there for Montaigne and the gang, and they're going to get 6. Kick is going to be up, and they are going to have 7 at the end of this one. Let's see what happens on the next drive. Anchorage, they're going to try to get something going. We'll talk about the players in a little bit. But so far, St. Louis is on the board.
How important do you think special teams are in this game, Stack?
They can make or break a team. You seen in the last a couple of games ago with Charlotte and Dallas. It was 7-6. But if you look at the game, Charlotte missed an extra point and a field goal. So if they was to make those 4 points, that would have put Dallas in a position where they had to score. And with the time clicking down, I don't know if they was able to do it, but you never know. Like, you got to have your points. You got to get the easy ones, and especially on the punting side of things too. You got to make sure that you pin the defense or pin the offense on the other side and put them in some bad positions.
That's a fact. And even off these kickoffs, man, these dudes are getting some great field position off kickoffs sometimes. And if you're not tackling them, it could put your defense in a terrible disadvantage.
But we'll see what Dane Jones and the crew could do. And I definitely agree with the kickoff. So you always want to make sure that you pin them real deep, get them those touchbacks, see what's happening on this side. It's 1st and 10.
I think Rebecca might have got her pen pal letter, brother.
I think so.
That last possession was big. So now, Dane, you a rookie. Let me see what you got in them draws.
Where them draws at, though? What them draws do? 2nd and 9 coming. Farms in the chat, he says, what's that snow demon grinning at, though? It's Snow Devil. There you go. You did correct yourself. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's looking at the draws that Dane Jones is rocking. I don't know. Who knows?
I'm hearing from somebody on the download that Dane got some of those Fenty Savage draws. So maybe he's a little more extravagant than we thought.
Most definitely. 3rd and 8 coming up. They tried Herrick Denry, one of their newest signings. Used to play with St. Louis last season. They released them in Anchorage. They're glad to have them there, see if they could get some movement here in this offense.
You know, there's a lot of key players who got traded that this season that I know are looking for revenge on their old team.
Oh, man, a lot of bouncing there. They tried to get it to JCB, and there was a lot of traffic. And it looks like St. Louis is going to get this football back real quick.
That's insane right there.
Sending this one away. Going to be down at the 40, and that's Preston Dotson taking it to the 47.
Big tackle right there.
Very nice.
Big tackle.
Look at the ones, though. You see the ones, though? He stay dripping. I don't care what nobody said. 1st and 10 coming up here for St. Louis. And once again, we talked about special teams. They had him real nice, and the punt isn't all that great, all things considered. St. Louis only has to go halfway down the field to score. As we see the drop back left side, and going to be almost caught. Nice hit there by the defensive player. That's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Dash Slay with the tackle.
Dash Slay, another big corner from, I believe he went to East Augusta University in college.
I believe so. Actually, you're really good on that. I was like, you're actually 100% right, because I remember recruiting him during my days when I was running it. Going to be faking it, looking to get Bodison. Is going to get it. A first down. It takes it inside the 40. A great play out the backfield.
Now, one thing I will do, and I want to say this to the young corners out there, even if a guy gets a catch, finish the tackle, just like Dash did. A lot of times you'll either knock the ball out for incompletion or even get a fumble. You never know what you can do for your team. Don't give up on the play.
Big facts on that. Every play is an opportunity to be great. A deep drop back again and caught by Namey. Getting to the 31-yard line, and it's going to be 100 yards passing so far here for Rebecca already.
I love that Rebecca will drop deep, but then still settle for the short gainage. Like, any yards is good yards to her.
I mean, at this point, she's seen it all. I mean, this is her 8th season. Like, at this point, she's one of those players that she's not going to force it into some crazy situations, as they have to back it up 5 now.
60 need to lay off the beers. Lord.
Was that a PBR right there?
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, PBR go to the bottom of the gut.
2nd and 9 coming up.
He drinks some Miller Lights. Maybe he go to his chest or something.
Gonna short pass it again to Namey. Reaching out, trying to get the first, but it's going to be a manageable 3rd down coming.
One thing about this league is you got to make sure your name game is on top. You got guys out here named Namey McNamerson. You gotta think outside the box.
Namey McNamerson, Body McBotterson. This is a Turks player. Going to be offside, so they're going to get the first regardless, but he's looking for more and getting to the 10.
No. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Well, it's what you said. You've seen it all. So when plays like this happen, you recognize it immediately, and you go down the field.
Sir Lancelot came down with that catch. We talked about the veteran leadership all over this offense. They got Kevin Lee in their 3rd year. We got Rebecca in her 8th. Sir Lancelot's been here for a good minute. Like, there's so many pieces all over. Going to be passing this short drop back. Takes off to run, using that speed. Is she going to take off and get it? No, she's going to get hit down at the 5-yard line. But great pocket presence there to get out of danger there.
As a head coach and any coach on the sideline, you're super happy, and then you're also super scared and pissed off about plays like that.
Mm-hmm. You seen at the end of that, right before she got tackled, she tried to slide, but here's another pass coming, looking, going to low left side, and easy bucket.
Oh, wow.
Kevin Lee, 2 times, touchdown.
Kevin Lee. Whoever has Kevin Lee on their fantasy teams, congrats. He looking good today.
As is Montaigne. And St. Louis is making this look too easy right now, going up against the younger squad. St. Louis, one of our OG teams. We got 5 OG teams, being Arizona, St. Louis, Tacoma, Huntington Beach, and don't forget the homies in Charlotte as well.
Now, one thing I have noticed through the league, Stack, is the middle of the field seems to be a lot of teams' favorite areas to attack. Now, do you think that defenses need to get better personnel to cover that, or is it the schemes that they're using?
It's a little bit of both, but as you know, like, we switched from Axis to Madden, we had to get a little creative in regards to how teams can game plan defensively. Now, we worked our way to getting custom playbooks on offense. We're going to be working on getting defensive coverages for their new playbooks. That's going to be happening probably next season. But I think it is a factor in with the players too. You know, there's a lot of players that haven't been updated as good as they could be. They're not updating as much. Awareness is down, so it looks like the passing attacks are coming to take advantage of it.
He brought it out. Got a good. Okay, who that flag on?
Nope, it's on Anchorage there. Lacey Woodson.
That hurts.
Apologies for the long-windedness, but that was a pretty complex question there. I do love it.
You're good, brother. This is what we need from you. Great breakdowns and then insight on the game.
We're going to see the
This is a
pass
big-
here. Going to be Dane Jones, right side. It's going to be caught. Turning up the field is Wyatt Harris, getting to the 20-yard line, and they definitely needed some forward movement in this offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Dane was watching Rebecca on the sideline on that one. He said, "Let me hit my check down, and let's get some yards and let's play." There's not no 90-yard play that you want to go for right here. Just get down the field.
Going to be passing this here again. Going short to JCB. Can't be mad at it. Going to run into Preston and a bot player there, stopping him at the gate, but he does pick up the first.
I'm liking what he's doing here. You see the flats is open. He actually had both sides open there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if they're just backing up a little bit because they don't think that they can go 90 or what's going on, but they'll have to put some pressure on these boys.
They do have the man coverage here, looking left side and some coverage, and gonna be caught by JCB. I did not see that coming. There was a lot of coverage.
That's a grown man catch there, stats. When we talk about getting your players' stats up, do it.
JCB is one of my favorite players. I was the president for the JCB fan club last season.
Year 2 right there too. Like, you can't beat it.
There goes Dane taking off to run, trying to get the first with the legs, and he's going to get stopped before he can get the first.
Dane, we get it. You got your lucky draw zone, brother. You don't have to prove it to us no more.
Well, luckily enough for everyone here, the injuries sliders turned to 0. You know what I'm saying? These hits could be taxing. We seen even one person go through concussion protocols. We see JCB get stuffed. Not getting the first that way. That's 4th and inches. And I don't think this is a time to go.
Tackle.
This ain't the time to go for it either. You don't want to mess up and give St. Louis another chance to score.
It's not, but sometimes these teams' ego get in the way of their common sense.
Well, we see a fake. Not to be, but it's a long time getting that punt off. And he does get it away towards
That's
Preston,
a good punt right there.
and that's going to be a fair catch at the 20.
Teams, GMs, take time to really recruit good punters and kickers. And players who are thinking about joining, please make some punters and kickers.
Yes, please.
We need them.
Yes, please. One of the kicker/punters that came in the draft was Jake Parkey from New York, and he has 91 kick power and 91 kick accuracy, and he made the game winner. That's a juke move there, but just like you said, the kicker/punter position is very underrated, but also one of the most needed. As we move to the second quarter, man.
In case y'all need some motivation, in the NFL, the highest point haver in the NFL's history is a kicker. But do you want that accolade on your belt? Be a kicker.
Here goes a deep drop back again. Montaigne looking right side and caught off the curl route. Too easy. 12 for 15 on the day for Rebecca. She looking nice.
Yeah, she got her letter. She probably even had enough time to write one back. Stack, I love Rebecca, but she's also has good weapons on the team as well, man. And that plays a big part in a quarterback's success.
Most definitely. You got to give credit to Terts as they go Wildcat, Wild Archer pushing forward. It's the homie Namey, and he's going to get a gain of 9.
Anchorage defense has got to buckle down right now. You do not want to go down 3 scores against this St. Louis team. You need a stop. You need a turnover. Something to switch the momentum.
Going to be taken off, handoff, but it looks like it's going to be a sack, blown up immediately. Number 51 getting it done.
What I say, those are the plays you need.
Got to get pressure on the quarterback if you want to make plays. If you want to get the offense back on the field. You hear that gong. Looking for the pass. Looking midfield. There's going to be a short pass, and the Anchorage defense comes strong. They're going to get this football back, Mike Jack.
Hey, listen. One thing that getting pressure on the quarterback does, it forces them to hear footsteps, and then they get the ball at their hand quick, and you get off the field quick.
You're not wrong, my good sir. And once again, I'm gonna let you know live, man. I appreciate you for stopping by and helping me out in the booth. As we see a bounce, and it's going to be a clutch move to the inch-yard line. Shout out to the special teams.
GMs and owners, pay money for good kickers and punters. That's an incredible punt right there. Great job by the punt team.
Dane Jones, a deep area here, but they're going to find a crease to give us some breathing room down to the 8-yard line. A great carry.
Cal Wu says that inches is crazy, and my response is that's what she said.
Going to be passing this left side and going to be caught and dragged down by the face mask. Not to be. It's going to be moving it up down Broadway down to the 31.
Now, this is another drive right here that you just don't want rookie quarterbacks to have to do, man. Another 90-yarder, 100-yard drive to try to score a touchdown.
Going to be passing this again. Left side is going to be caught, turning up and tackled right after the catch. Great job there. Only 30 passing yards here for Dane Jones, even though he's been kind of going short here.
You know, I think as a rookie stack, you kind of just want to get your completions in. You want to make everybody happy. But eventually in this game, he's going to have to take some chances.
2nd and 3, passing it again, looking, and almost throws a pick. That could have been disastrous right there. Handoff, JCB pushing forward, tackle before he could get the first. I don't think he got it. No, he did not. That's 4th and 1.
Nope. You know, these players watching too many Barry Sanders highlights. Just grab the ball and duck in, man. That's your boy right there, ain't it? JCB.
JCB, that's him. Couldn't quite keep his legs under him. A great tackle as another punt is coming. Preston Dotson looking for a crease, cuts back up, and he does get past the 20. There's going to be 1st and 10 coming up.
You got to be aggressive here, Stack, as a defense.
No offsides there. Montaigne, a short drop back out the shotgun, takes off to run, and it's going to be hit. There's a flag on the play. I think it's going to be a holding penalty right there. Quadriceus Pieces. Shout out to the homie Turks for the crazy names there.
Great names. It's going to be hard to play fundamental here as a defense. You want this stop so bad. You want a turnover so bad.
Going to be passing this right side to the homie Sir Lancelot, pushing forward, trying to get those yards back. Going to make it 2nd and 10 now.
Young receivers, watch Sir Lancelot. He catches the ball, he gets tackles, he falls forward. You don't let them pick you up and move you backward. You keep moving your legs, you fall forward. That's for running backs too, though.
17 out of 20 plays have been passed. It's going to be a play fake and launching this left side. Look at the rocket there to the homie Lancelot. That's too easy. Did you see the zip on that pass?
I sure did. And the route here is beautiful too. It's so hard for corners to kind of cover this small post route that they run, but you got to be ready for it. The skinny post.
Going to be passing this wide open, man. It's going to be Lancelot
open
down to the 20. 2 plays in a row going to that man. If you leave him open, you're going to have some problems. Ain't that right?
Sir, Lancelot, you slow, but great catch, buddy.
I think he tried to go for that jump. I think if he just caught it in stride, he would have been all buckets. But it's going to be 1st and 10 here. They're in the red zone. A quick drop back and nice play, but a great defensive stop there in the backfield. Looked like that was RPO there.
That means they were watching tape. They was watching tape there, Stack. You only jump on that because you've seen it a couple of times in the room and you remembered it. You've been disciplined, so I'm proud of them. They need a turnover here, though.
Going to be faking the handoff, looking for it, man. Right side is going to be caught by a body. Going to turn this one up and going to get close to a 1st down. And it's going to make it 3rd and inches.
Oh, this is tight. Mick Butterson.
Gonna be handing this one up. Gonna get that 1st down with relative ease. Gonna make it 1st and goal here for St. Louis.
That's a good standoff, though.
Could have been a lot worse for sure. But Anchorage, they're trying to find their way back into this game. But St. Louis is so far dialing up the right numbers here. Maybe we'll see number 83 make another appearance here in the red zone. Another drop back. Right side is going to be caught.
Oh, man.
My bad. It's Anchorage's and Zoltavian for the touchdown.
Just dicing up. Once again, year 2 tight end coming in here and taking good momentum.
Kick is going to be up and it is going to be good. The Anchorage crowd, they're letting their team hear it right now. They're not liking it.
How do you feel about crowds booing the home team?
I mean, they have a right. They have a right to do so. I mean, if I was a player, I'd be hot. I was like, man, we fighting for you, man. We're trying. They just good right now. But at the same time, like I remember a game like last season in the NFL, like with Jacksonville and who they play, the Chargers, and like we were like my boy Trevor Lawrence, he threw 4 interceptions, and I remember the crowd let his ass have it. And then all of a sudden, like in the second half, they turned it up. And then the touchdowns kept rolling and they ended up getting the victory. So, I mean, you got to have faith still, even when the chips are down.
Yeah, that was a big day. And I agree with him taking it out here. You got to try to make a play. But you got to hit a move or something, dude. You can't just run straight to the defenders. Bust out to the sidelines. Make something happen. It's all good. love the mic'd up players during these games.
1st and 10 here. Anchorage got to get something going here before it gets too out of hand. It's going to be a short drop back here. Look at screen, and that was almost pick 6 territory right there. That could have been deadly.
Yeah, that's not what you want right there, Dane. And talking about watching film, they was all over that play. They saw the formation. They knew it was coming.
It's a play that I'm pretty sure St. Louis has ran in this game.
Yep.
They seen it in practice. He's going to be passing it. A little bit of a drop back. Turns up and gets sacked. John Smith, are you still in the chat? You got your first of the day.
That's just a rookie mistake right there. You got to get rid of that ball. You got to step up into the pocket and not run backwards in it once you get in there. Either take off or get rid of the ball.
3rd and 16 here. Got the stacked wide receiver set up top of your screen. We'll see if they do something with it. Going to look for the pass. Takes off to run. It's going to be caught, but it's going to be short. A valiant effort there towards Freddie Roberts, but it's going to be 4th and 3. St. Louis getting it back.
That's a special pass right there. Roberts with his first reception, 14 yards. He's feeling good on that one, but man, got to make those plays when it's 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Going to send this one away. Preston Dotson going to look for a crease, but cannot quite find it. Great coverage there.
Man, he shedded the blocker, then got the tackle. That's just great special teams play right there. That man's trying to get on the field. He's trying to be more than a special teamer. I respect it.
But here it is. I think it's another wild archer play, cutting up his name. He getting some more carries. It's going to be down to the 41 as we hit the 2-minute warning.
The fact that they run these wildcat plays and they just work so well, it just baffles me sometimes.
I did my best to fix the identity for all of these teams with their custom playbooks. And St. Louis, they definitely had one of the more interesting ones to make. I took a little time with them because they're so intricate. Got to give credit to Turks for filling out the form. And yeah, I like what I'm seeing for them. I think St. Louis can't be mad at me in regards to what I did for him. But a great pass there to Tom Edwards, the former Voyager. I remember picking him up last season, but didn't quite pan out. On the left side here, Ansel Tavian getting into the mix again. You see the completion right there for Montaigne, 21 for 24. I mean,
almost 250 yards.
I mean, I don't know what to say, my good people in the chat.
Navarro with 5 tackles, though. He's out there holding his own in that area.
I hope so. He's been on the defense for a good minute in this game. We're going to pass it again, going short, and it's going to be another completion, another dot to the right side. It's another first down situation.
This is like if somebody just poked you in the arm for a year straight. Like, it won't hurt at first, but eventually they could just amputate your joint. She is dicing this defense up.
Dissecting like a surgeon. Like, it's just ridiculous how great she is. But I don't know if they'll go for the field goal here, or will they just try the Hail Mary? I already know Montaigne has the arm to get it down the field.
Oh, man.
Actually, they're going to try the long field goal. Let's see if Carlstown can do it. Sending this one from the right hash. And it's going to be no good. So a little to the right there. It was pretty close. I'm not even going to give them. I'm not going to hold them. But it's going to be first and 10.
I think if you give him a second chance at that one, he smacks it straight through the uprights. So shout out to the coach for giving his kicker some confidence there. What you got for us, Dane?
I think he's going to launch it here. We'll see how long that arm can roll. Oh, will they get home? Never mind. It's going to be a sack. Nicholas Watt taking the
first
man
tackle
down.
of the day. First tackle of the day with a sack.
Nice job there. But we're going to close out quarter number 2. Put your threes in there for your boy.
Put the threes up.
Put your threes up.
Trade off.
And by 3, I mean your pinky finger, your ring finger, and your middle finger. Put those 3 up. Those specifically for your boy. It's going to be first and 10 here. Anchorage trying to get something going here on offense as they start on the ground. Here comes JCB, tackled immediately as he passes the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but I still like his tenacity. I like him falling forward. I like he going to fight for his yard. You need a guy like that on your team.
2nd and 8 coming up. Another short drop back and overthrows the crossing man. He was pretty much in the space where he could have made the catch there, Mike.
Yeah, that's nerves right there, Stack. You're a young quarterback. You really just want to make a play happen, and you're getting ahead of yourself in the play. You let that one mature a little bit, you're probably going to have somebody open. You're probably going to get a first down on it.
Unfortunate for them, they got to go backwards. They got to go backwards. The right tackle there.
What I'm telling you, we call this the Aaliyah, Stack. You know why? This the back, 4th and 4. That's all they doing all game. The Aaliyah.
Yeah, I missed that song. I miss Aaliyah too, man. That was a good reference right there. I miss it. She was one of my precious back in the day, man. We're going to be passing his right side though, and hit as he makes the catches, JCB. And once again, this isn't happening here for Anchorage. They're going to need to switch something up here.
Yeah, one thing that fans really get ticked about is when you're on 3rd down and you're not passing the ball to the sticks. I know you got some dudes that you think can be playmakers, but you got to get them to these sticks or at least close to it, man, for them to make a play and get y'all the first down in them situations.
Look at the return here. It looks like Preston's just going to get as much as he can going out of bounds at the 41. Can't be mad at that.
Can't be. He said, I'm trying to play a couple more years.
Hey, you're getting up there in age now.
So I'm saying he need as much cheese as he can get.
1st and 10 coming up here. Will they get something rolling? They're going to be passing it here. Going to look left side and caught. Ansel Tavian, another bucket inside Anchorage territory. It's 1st and 10 again.
I'm going to give these St. Louis receivers a lot of play because they're really holding on to this ball. Anchorage might not be there when they first catch it, but they're coming up soon after. And they're hitting hard. So for you to hold on to that ball like this, respect.
1st and 10. Another drop back here for Montaigne. Gonna find here, man, but cannot hang on in traffic.
I'm telling you, if you can't stop him from catching it, smack him.
Man.
That's a good hit. That's a good play right there. Why is Tavion open every play? That's what y'all got to go back and take a look at.
Going to be another deep drop back here, right side. It's going to be caught.
Big drop back.
And they're going to take this past the 40, and it's going to be making it 3rd and 4.
Man, she steps back and does huge drop backs. When you do 5 steps or more, it's usually because you're going for a deep ball. But she's like, I'm just going to dice y'all up. I formation again.
Going to be another deep drop back. Looking for, man, is Montaigne and launching it. Got a bucket. Got her, man, again. Kevin Lee for the touchdown.
Yeah, she definitely got her pen pal letter. She definitely wrote back and said, I'm going to go crazy today. Don't worry.
Over the top. What can you do? I don't even know.
And now I'm thinking this might have been a setup all game, Stack. You do the same formation. You hit the drop back passes, get the corners to fall asleep a little bit, and then bam, left side deep.
Lull them to sleep and then launch that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, see what happens. Worst comes to worst, it probably is overthrown, and then they'll just try it again on the next play. But you know, if it's Rebecca Montaigne, it's going to be a bucket.
Yeah. I'm looking for Dane Jones to be fed up with what's going on now and show us something. Because right now he's looking more like less like Dane Jones and more like Dane Cook. It's looking like a joke here.
It doesn't look like a touchback there. Going to start at the 25 here for Anchorage. Already down 4 scores. We're in the second half. It's not looking pretty, but they need something here on this drive, man.
I'm looking for Dane to show that he pissed off. He got to show that he ready to take this
and he not gonna go laying down. He gonna fight back.
1st and 10. They're going to be a man in motion. They'll try the ground game with JCB, but once again, this St. Louis defense is not playing games. That's Rock Blazer there with the tackle.
First tackle of the game. That's surprising. Beans just has not been able to get it going on the floor, man.
JCB. I seen in the chat earlier, Parm said up to one point in the game, they only had 19 yards rushing, and that's not pretty sight. Look for the pass and caught. He is going to hang on to it as McKinley. It's going to be 3rd and 2. He had the game-winning touchdown last week.
Oh, they talking to each other. Okay, I like that. Talking junk when you down 28, that's when you talk junk. When you down. That's when you talk.
Oh, gosh, I love to see it. Jaw jacking. 3rd and 2. Another handoff. Trying to push forward. Gets dragged down. A flag on top of it. It's just not going well here for this Anchorage team.
This is just not what you want here. They're 4th and 1 now. Like, this is 4th and 1. We call this the Gary Coleman. That's what we call this. We call this the Tyrion Lannister.
Yep.
He just came up short.
Gonna look to turn upfield once again. Great coverage here. Preston not able to get free on these punt returns. Gotta give him credit on at least on that side for Anchorage, because he has that 93 speed now. He fast now.
Most of the times you see it's 3 phases of the game, and the special teams is the phase that people got to work on. But luckily they got that figured out.
Gonna be handing this one off to the homie Namey, pushing forward strong for about 9. Not a lot of carries here for Namey. We should see that change a little bit later.
Yeah, now it's they're in that territory where they're going to try to run out the clock here. And if you're going to keep having gains like this, 9-yard runs, it's no point of not keeping this up. Doesn't look like they are right now, though.
But they're going to keep it on the ground. Here's a swoop right there and trying to go skating on them right there. Namey doing his thing. It's 1st and 10 again.
Parm said, run that clock, the game over. Hey, Parm, I've seen people up 28-3 before and lose games.
Going to be passing it. Caught again inside the 50. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Going to be passing it again, looking right side and caught, hit as he makes the catch as Kevin Lee, already 3 touchdowns deep. And I'm thinking he's trying to get that number 1 spot in the wide receiver group. Well, in regards to the league.
I don't know if it was 300 yards that they was outgained it, but the Patriots was getting smacked on. And they turned it around at halftime. Now that's the difference. They came in at halftime. This is already halfway through the 3rd, so.
Gonna be left side. There goes the homie again. His 7th catch. Another 1st down here for St. Louis. And I know it's a little early, but this potentially could be our first shutout if the game continues as is.
Oh, come on, Stack. You just jinxed it. You're not supposed to mention it.
I mean, someone's got to say it. It might as well be the person running the game. I'm sorry.
Somebody watching say it, not you. You got a horrible neck for ruining stuff like this.
It's not good right now. Montaigne's only thrown 4 incompletions, but I mean, I don't want to say it like that. You are right. I should be a little bit more impartial, but I don't know. I just said what was on my mind because maybe I was drinking a little bit. It's not about being
partial, bro. It's about the jinx, man. You have a habit of saying stuff and then it happen or don't happen, depending on the football god.
Look at the spin move there from Namey down to the 5. I'm sorry.
Every time I've ever heard you say, here goes.
He hasn't dropped the pass yet. Drop the pass next play. He's going to go without throwing no interceptions this season. Interception. That's all you do, bro. The announcer curse is real.
Oh man, they're gonna be passing and looking for another bucket, boxing them out like a goddamn power forward for the touchdown. Kevin Lee, number 4. Oh my goodness.
Kevin Lee is having one of those fantasy football days that the owners just wake up feeling happy.
Kick is up. And that is going to be no good. So I guess something did go wrong for St. Louis tonight.
Anchorage, go ahead and use this as momentum. Kickers ain't kicking.
And Mike Jack, we spoke on this a little bit earlier, but we are looking at the team that did win the championship last season. There was a number 2 seed. They came out, they beat the number 1 seed. They went to Arizona to take on Tacoma. So that's where the United Bowl was. They ended up getting a convincing win. They're coming out into this week. They're looking like they're about to go 3-1. Is it really that realistic to see them going back to the title game and actually coming out on top for their first repeat?
Absolutely, Stack. You go up 3-1 like this and in convincing fashion like this, your team just has a certain swag and a certain confidence about them that's going to be hard to beat. Then, once you know you're going into the playoffs, these games is one and done. And you go in there on a high, you go in there smacking teams, you're going to feel like we can beat anybody on any given day. And when you feel like that, you can win championships.
1st and 10 coming up here. I definitely do agree for sure. St. Louis, they're looking like the team to beat, but there is also one team in their conference. We'll see them tomorrow in Tampa Bay, who is currently undefeated at 3-0, and they're looking nice too. I can't wait to see these 2 teams play, St. Louis and Tampa Bay. That's got to be a Sunday game.
Yeah, for sure. You got to stay up late and watch that one, folks. For sure. Oh, my man. Get back in the huddle.
Gonna be a handoff again. JCB's finally finding a little room there to get some yards. That's gonna be 1st and 10. Gonna be a little bit over 3 yards of carry there for JCB. You'd want to see a little bit more, but they really haven't been in a lot of positions to run the football either.
Yeah, man. At this point, St. Louis kind of want them to run the ball. They're daring them. And I know why. They want to run out clock, too. 2 tackles from that individual that just tackled him as well. Look at this going on here.
Bouncing around like it's pinball season or something like that. 2nd and 5.
Stevie Glaze with his 2nd tackle. That's the year 2 free safety. Getting up there and banging. Got some motion going.
Nice block.
Oh, that's a great block.
Nice job there. Getting inside St. Louis territory. And maybe they might shut me up in regards to getting some points.
Listen, I'm 100% sure they're going to score this game as you said that. So you ain't got to worry about that.
First and 10 here. They're going to send JCB behind Jones, and they're going to hand it off to the homie Roberts, pushing forward. Actually, no, that's Eric Dennery. Going to be a gain of about 3.
You know, I'm kind of questioning, the offensive play calls here. You kind of want to get down the field. You want to get down here fast. 3rd quarter's almost over.
On the rush, going to get sacked again. Nicholas Watt, number 2 on the night.
He's not getting through his progression, Stack. He's focused on one receiver. Look at him, staring at the right side the whole play. You got to look back over to the left, get through your progressions, and get the ball out your hands. This is the last thing you want in this situation.
Going to be the end of quarter number 3. You all didn't see that. I looked away for a second. But it's going to be pitching his right side and almost threw a pick. That was man right there.
I will say the logo in the middle of the field, fire, Stack.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Caboose on that one. He made all the fields. And I tweaked a couple of them, like Tacoma's field, like just to make it a little bit less like grainy, a little bit less bright. But outside of that, that was all him who made the field. So shout out to him. As we see the punt, this is going to be inside the 5, though. Nice job. Down at the 3. But
listen, the one group of people who not get cussed out after today is the special teams.
First and 10 coming up here.
I'm not gonna lie, Stack. 4th and 17 on the 50. I'm going for it.
I would go for it personally too. Me personally, especially how the score is. They're going to hand it off and going to get dragged down after a short gain. But Namey's having a decent enough game on the ground, at least for as far as averages go.
Yeah, Namey talking his junk. He feeling himself now as he should. They're going to try to put this one away, if it isn't already away.
2nd and 8 here. Another jumbo set. And they're going to be a stretch this time around to the right side. And look at the Anchorage defense swarm. They're going to keep him at the line of scrimmage.
Warm. I love it.
Going to be handed off. No, it's a fake. Looking right side to look for the tight end screen. Pushing forward. Sheds off a man, but not enough for the first. And that'll definitely help Anchorage out, see if they can get something going here in this drive.
Absolutely. You're going to hope that this punt is either shanked or, hot, come to you quick so that you can get a little bit of extra yardage on it and give your quarterback some time to really make some plays down here.
Going to be sending this one deep to around the 40. Looking to take this one to the right side and does get to midfield. It's going to be 1st and 10 Anchorage.
Decent punt. And decent return, too. We'll see what we can do at the 50. If y'all don't come out of this with at least a field goal, you're going to need some real tweaking to this offense, Anchorage.
Trying to get something going here.
It sucks saying that, Stack, knowing that they're 2-1.
Most definitely looking for him play. Takes off to run. And he does like a Patrick Mahomes pass right there in his comments. I don't even know what that was there, folks.
There's been a couple of passes like that today, Stack, where you're like, the potential in this guy is crazy. It's really just the decision making in certain situations that's putting them behind.
Most definitely. Gonna see another drop back, looking for screen. There goes JCB. Yep. Gonna get the first down. Nice job there. Gonna make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, as linemen, I know they're thinking this is too open. Like, why? And then the screen comes. Now, another thing that a lot of these running backs do, get to the sideline, man. Where you running to?
8.5 minutes left in the 4th. Looking for a man as Jones. Going to be caught by JCB. Gets to the 30. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
That's what I'm talking about right there. JCB doing what he can to help out the team. And Dane really putting it on the money there.
And they're going to pass it again. Not a drop back, but he looks left. It's going to be caught, and he does get out of bounds. Nice job keeping the feet in bounds. It's going to be 1st and 10. They're inside scoring territory.
That's a good move right there. Catch it, keep feet in bounds, get out of bounds, stop clock. Probably could have got a couple more yards here, but you can't be mad at it. And he's doing better moves in year 2.
Going to be passing it, takes off to run, throws on the run, and just throws out the back of the end zone. Looked like the defensive player tried to snipe that. but there was no real
He
estate.
dropped it though. Butterfingers.
Butterfingers,
no
and he
clout
had
over
no
here.
room. He ain't had no room. Can't do nothing. He was like, man, I ain't catching this. It ain't gonna count.
I believe that was Stevie Glades.
Yeah.
Free safety. Oh, the safeties is unison right there. I love it.
Gonna be passing it here. And the rush is coming home. There goes Nicholas again, number 3. And I believe this is one of his best games I've ever seen from him in the game. There ain't no shade
I mean,
either.
look at how he gets over that block and gets straight to the quarterback. You can't beat that.
And pushing them a little bit further away from field goal
Nicholas
range.
Watt.
And they're going to be incomplete there. So 3rd and 18, going to turn to 4th and 18. If you go for the field goal, just make sure you don't get shut out.
I mean, if I'm listening to the broadcast, I'm doing what I can to not get shut out. But if I'm being real, I'm trying to get a touchdown. Well, let's see what happens here, though.
They are trying to kick. Can you knock it through is the question. Kick is up. And shut me up. That is all good to go. Anchorage will score tonight in the final 7 minutes of this ball game. It took them a while, but got to give them credit where credit is due. They do not get shut out in this ball game.
That's a big kick, too. That's pretty far back.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers to everybody in the 4th quarter, by the way.
Take him.
The game is over probably win or lose wise.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're Anchorage, you need to get some big stops here and put at least one more point on the board so that you can go into next week with a little more confidence, with a little more, momentum headed into the next week. Because that type of thing matters. How you end these last games really does translate.
Going to be returning this one is Kevin Lee and his great game here. His 1st and 10 coming up. And one thing that I do like from this year in comparison to last year, there's so many good plays from the wide receivers. The stats are going to be crazy. I love seeing big numbers there for wide receivers. It was mostly halfbacks and tight ends getting all the love, but we're seeing players getting 200 plus yards, 4 touchdowns. It's crazy.
As a DB and a defense lover, it sickens me to hear those stats. You guys do whatever you can to make the offense be the highlight, and I just would not stand for it. But I do have some wide receiver friends, and I am happy for them when they get their numbers, and it's not against me. Even though they can't get no numbers against me because I lock it down.
Amen to that, sir. Going to be a jet sweep, and look at the homie pushing through. It's going to be the homie Sarah Lancelot with the carry of 14. And he almost broke away.
Lancelot is what we call a Swiss Army knife. That boy do it all.
Going to be another handoff here to Namey, pushing forward to get to midfield. Actually getting inside Anchorage territory with that play. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
This is when you need it. When you're 2nd and 7, the playbook is pretty good. Anchorage, get a stop here, make them predictable.
And they're going to fake it to Lancelot and hand it off this time. And Namey McNamerson is going to get another solid burst. 3rd and short coming.
Yep, we call that 3rd and Tyrion Lannister.
I love that switch up there. You've seen the play before in this particular drive. And then you flip it, you give it to the halfback. You didn't expect that. But they're going to fake it here. They're going with the air this time. But it's going to be sacked. Head Darian.
Big plays from big players. Big plays from big players. That's what I'm talking about.
Good job getting to the backfield. And if you remember Head Darian from last week, he had over 7 tackles. He had a forced fumble. He had an interception. and a fumble recovery. So that's just how good he was last week. It was good to see him do great on that one, but that's bouncing into the end zone. But
they're gonna get
Anchorage is getting the ball back though. See if they can do something.
Yeah, hey Darian, that year one rookie putting up stats like that, you're going to have a long, successful career in this league, buddy. At strong safety at that. Once again, we got a long road here for you, Dane. I need you to do something for me here. Walk your team down.
They're going to be dropped. It's going to be another sack. Yes, it is. It's going to be Nicholas Watt for sack number 4. And I think he broke the season record for most sacks by a player in one game.
That is unbelievable.
He was doing it all game.
These sacks is coming from my man's hawking the ball and the quarterback not knowing what to do when that pressure comes.
Deep drop back. He's standing on the goal line, takes off to run to his left and going to see if he can get something going. Yes, he does, past the 20, and he's going to get pretty much all of those yards back. You got to love the heart there from Dane.
Big run. 56 rushing yards.
And that's unfortunate for them, the untimely penalty. You don't want to lose any momentum. It's already bad enough with the score, but if you have something going where you could potentially keep the drive alive, you want to make sure that you stay disciplined in these type of situations, my friend.
Yeah, and we call that the juvenile stack. That's that back that ass up.
Girl, it look good. But it's going to be 3rd and 11 coming, launching his right side and caught. Dane showing his arm strength right there, right behind the cornerback, Gum Arabic. That's 1st and 10.
That is what we've been waiting to see all night. Great pass, great. And he caught the Houdini pass there. He just then teleported in his hand.
2-minute warning coming up after that, and look like the coach needed to hit the weights too. I see that dad bod sticking out that shirt, homie. You got to set the example for your team, big dog. Speaking of dogs, here comes Dane. Here for the screen and gonna get the first again is JCB out the backfield. Good job. It's gonna be 1st and 10.
Great run, Jay.
Hasn't really been done doing on the ground, but he's been fairly reliable as a passing target. I mean, got to give credit to St. Louis for most of the game. I believe they just got over 100 total yards, so that's a testament to how great this St. Louis defense has been.
Absolutely.
Another pass here coming. Is it going to be 5? Yes, it is. Oh, my goodness. Nicholas Watt. He's just a menace to society.
That's what I'm talking about. Nicholas Wyatt is looking more like Nicolas Cage. This guy is on a national treasure hunt, and he has found all the gold.
We're witnessing history, folks, not just from Kevin Lee and Montaigne earlier, but just the pass rushing ability. And look, I already know who made the tackles, Preston Dotson. 34-3 is your score as Anchorage takes the timeout.
I already know who made the tackle. Is great. Man, this guy is a ball hawk. This is one of those performances where I wouldn't be mad if we didn't hear his name at all next week, because he just still he get the chill.
3rd and 17. They are going to send Nick at the pass rush again. Going to take off the run, throws on the run, and he just cannot do it in that pressure. Only 130 yards passing here for the homie Dane.
Yeah, it's one of those nights that rookies are just going to have, man. And he's going to have to go into the film room tonight and figure it out.
I mean, not even tonight, like immediately after this game is over. Like before you even go to the locker rooms, just look at the game, look at what you could do better. And I still have a lot of high hopes for this Anchorage team, though. St. Louis, they are stacked with talent offensively and defensively. It's definitely a good barometer to see where you are, just like I said with Pittsburgh a couple of weeks ago. But Anchorage, you can see that there's still some things that they need to work on as a whole if they want to be contenders here.
The greatest play in football history right here, fellas.
Victory formation.
Victory formation, and he needed to chill out too with the Twinkies and cereal and all the stuff that's bad for your body. He had a couple pizzas before the game, you know it. Man, you need to chill out, man.
Back to this Anchorage team, though, Stacks. I saw some things in here that I did really like with this team, man. It's
and
just,
look at it.
Look at stuff like
I
this.
thought he was gonna break. I thought he was gonna take it off.
And sometimes when you play a team that's just better than you, this is what it looks like. Maybe they play a couple other teams that's on their level or below them. They get some confidence back. They figure some things out. And then they come back and they're a better team and can figure out how to take this, get a dub.
And the crowd, they still ain't liking it right now. As soon as that hit 0, it was like, woo! But not
listen,
to be.
They're in Anchorage, Stack. They have nothing else to do. They don't want to see losing.
Amen to that. But we reached the end, folks. 34-3 is your final. The homies here in St. Louis, they got the job done from start to finish. We're going to go over these stats like we always do, but while I go through them, what are your thoughts both on St. Louis and Anchorage as we move towards the closing part of week 4?
Listen, St. Louis, you got an opportunity to do something special this year. I don't think anybody's won back-to-back in the league yet. You said what?
I said sheesh. 88% completion percentage for Rock.
Oh my goodness.
That's just unreal.
4 incompletions the entire game. Slicing and dicing.
1 per quarter, but keep going, man. Keep going.
You guys got an opportunity to make history. And I'm looking forward to seeing y'all progress. I'm looking forward to Rebecca continuing her legacy in this league as well. She's already, if not the best quarterback, probably one of the top 3 for sure, especially legacy-wise. And I'm excited to see this team progress forward. Anchorage, you boys, I saw a lot of stuff that I liked, but I also saw even more stuff that I didn't like. Y'all got to just get in there, figure out what y'all got to do to kind of just tighten up. Quarterback-wise, defense-wise, in the middle of y'all defense especially, and just a little more pressure.
Kevin Lee, God, 8 for 115, 4 touchdowns.
Boy,
Sir Lancelot.
I don't know if y'all gonna run it too many more dogs like K. Lee, right?
That's all I gotta say about that.
So you just let that. Jeez, Pete. You gotta just take them L's sometimes, and sometimes you gotta punch back. Even if you keep getting punched like that, you gotta punch back. So Anchorage, I got some hopes for y'all. I think y'all can turn this around still and bounce back. St. Louis, y'all special, and I think y'all can do something special this year.
Most definitely. I like them both. I like both of these teams for sure. They did get the victory last week. This week it didn't turn out their favor, but they're 2-2 in a very, very tight race here in the Western Conference. They're still very much in the race as any other team, and I gotta see how the homie Dane Jones continues to progress within the league for sure. Same thing for St. Louis. They have a lot of young talent along with the veterans. They're looking real nice. They came out to play for sure. They've done what they need to do. The offense is percolating. Defense that spoke on its own. Like I don't need to talk about the defense tonight.
Time
like
for the percolator.
I'm trying to tell you, they're percolating. You know what I'm saying? They're doing everything they need to do to get the job done. And got to give credit what credit's due. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. The first game in your belt for the USFA. How you feeling?
Feeling great. I enjoyed this. I love this. This is top tier entertainment right here. Shout out to everybody who in the chat. Shout out to everybody who gonna watch it on YouTube. Hope y'all get at least a couple giggles out of this as well. And I'm in this by saying Dane Jones. I believe in you, dog. I feel like you gonna be. You got a lot of potential. I feel like you're gonna be a top quarterback in this league, and if not, next year or the year after that. You just keep progressing, keep getting your stuff together, and I think you're going to be a force to reckon with, dog. I ain't going to lie to you.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to get these screenshots. I'm going to talk some smack with the homie Mike Jack in the back chat. You know how we do it here. But until the next time, we'll see you later. Stand by for New York and Tampa Bay tomorrow on Twitch. It's going to be another fun ride as we see two Eastern Conference teams go at it. But until then, it's for your boy Mike Jacket Stacks here, and we out here.
Hey, and if y'all really rock with all the new songs that's been playing at the top of the streams, make sure y'all go stream Mike Jack. That's what I am on Spotify and Cal. And The Replacements is the project that's going to be dropping. We don't know yet. We'll tell y'all when it drops. Shoot.
But for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Stacks and Caboose for working with us and allowing us to throw some of this fire on the streams, though. Y'all the truth, bro.
Appreciate you, man. It means a lot hearing that from you. And shout out to everybody in the chat once again. And for my homie Mike Jack, we out here. Stay safe. Let's get this money. Get a drink for your boys.
Good shit, bro.
All day.